All right, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Have some of you guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ever visited a graveyard? Your loved ones, your friends, and your family. And you've always seen Doctor Who. I watched a series of Doctor Who where they touched the gravestone and then went back in time. Yeah, back in time. And the lady was confused and she thought she was in the present time, but she wasn't. The statues in the graveyard of Doctor Who took her back in time. But they could be anywhere. They could be in the house. They could be anywhere with Doctor Who. I know it's a series, I know it's a TV show, I know it's make believe, I know it's made up. But what happens if you did touch the gravestone in a graveyard and it zapped you back in time, like Doctor Strange or Doctor Who or anything like that? Or they can take you back and show you the past or show you the future. Nothing like a police phone box off Doctor Who. As we see on the actors, I know David Tennant and Matt Smith and Laura Oswell and Amy and Rory run Doctor Who. It's just the thing that I always think at the back of my head. What happens if you can change things, would you? What happens if you could just bring loved ones back for a couple more years, even though they've gone? Or you can go back into that time and speak to them and tell them you've got to go. They've never been that time warp or place or hole that you go through, like wherever you want to go. I'm just thinking of across the lines of this. Some people will be interested, some people may not be. Imagine if you could just go back in time and change things and change yourself instead of having drugs, having beer and alcohol. Stay on that path, get a good job, get a good life, get a girlfriend, get a family, settle down. Don't mix yourself in with the bad crowd and change history. Who knows? Other planets out there in that solar system may have time machines on them, may have different people. They may be among us now. I've seen a program on YouTube about aliens. This guy put some special glasses on and could tell who the aliens were. Nobody else could, and they were had things on the traffic lights of telling people to go to sleep, go to bed, and stuff like little aerials and satellites that are moving. You could see with these glasses on, these special glasses, but we couldn't see them. Good. Sorry about that. It's a good film, but where do you really go when you die? This is the thing. Does your life start again like Evolution? I've seen that film. Do you get a choice of staying in heaven, becoming an angel, a human, or do you live your life again in a different body? Reincarnation. No one knows. Some people tell us things. Who knows? The angels and the aliens could be speaking to us and we don't even know about it. Imagine if you go into a graveyard and you talk to your loved one, your friends or your family, your past. They could be behind you speaking to you and you don't even realise it. They could be saying stuff to you. And then eventually when you do cross over and go, they tell you what I said. Remember that time we were in the graveyard? Or anywhere else? We spoke to you and you didn't realise we were there. You could have that feeling and presence that an angel was next to you. I mean, I could have angels next to me all the time and I don't even know. Loads of us can. Some of us believe in angels, some of us don't. Some of us believe in God, some people don't. Jehovah's Witnesses and Normans and people that go to church, some people have fallen away from the church. Who knows? There's got to be something else after. Some people would say, not really, why not? Why should there be something else after? But, I mean, life is a good thing. Some people get lost in life, some people take the wrong path. But it's up to you guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen to decide what path would you want to take. The narrow path or the left path. So basically, the narrow path is where you go down the good way of life, making friends, being happy, association with people, being nice and friendly, helping people all the time, and never giving up with things. And people like you and want you and to talk to you and say that this guy's a good guy. This guy is, and or woman or man or boy or girl, and we want to be talking to him. You don't have to be noticed to be liked. You don't have to do a video into YouTube to get all the views. But some people like people for who they are. You can stand in the crowd or blend in. People just come up to you and be nice to you. Or you could go to the long road, which you can party all your life, take drugs, smoke, do sex with people, do damage to people, kill people, shoot people, say horrible things to people, call people names behind the back, be a backstabber, and say just nasty things to people, and people won't like you, and attract the wrong type of people and attention. That people don't want to talk to you, or you want to be around idiots and dickheads. And some people prefer that. Some people don't. Some people don't know if they're too sucked in with things and they get dragged into it and they can't get out of it. Or you can just go down the nice path where it's nice and harmony, where the sun is shining. You're happy. And the other side of it, the bad road, is where you're in hell and everything's all fiery and people are angry and aggressive with you all the time, and there's no nice people there. No one will respect you. The short path people will respect you and see who you are. The long path people have got no hearts. The heartless, the gutless. They don't care about anybody else except themselves. It's like an angel on one side of the shoulder, and then the devil on the other. Which side would you go? Right or left? Up or down? Is it the same thing? Some people say they've been to heaven or hell, and God's told them and showed them places they can go to. You can probably teleport in heaven or hell. Which is bigger, hell or heaven? Are they equal or the same size? Is it different rooms or realms? Do you get judged in every stage you go through? And people talk to you? Or do they put you into cages and stuff and in hell? And watch you get suffered and tortured for the things you've done on the earth? In heaven, they welcome you in open arms. Sit in the garden, eat food, eat cakes and biscuits. None of us know. Let's have a look at it. I'm going to see how long I've been on the phone for. I thought I'd do an interesting video about this. Where did I get these ideas from? Well, sometimes I think about them. Other times I look at other videos and put them together to my videos. Vice versa. Who knows? But if I come up with a good idea and a good solution, I always try and, I won't say spice it up, but, throw it in there and talk to everybody else about it. But there's got to be something. And I have this thing at the back of my head all the time that Russia's going to attack the UK. Putin's going to send them here to bomb it, and Putin said he was going to. Putin's too busy bombing Ukraine, and probably may bomb Poland, and Poland are worried about that as well. But the Poles are standing for themselves. There's probably some Ukrainian civilians that are in Poland. Who knows? But the whole world's a whole mess, and we could fix it, but some of us don't want to. Putin's a madman. He's like Hitler. And we thought we were... I just hurt my tooth though. I just hurt my mouth when I was speaking. I just bit into my tongue by accident, as you just saw them. You thought we were scared of Germany back in the day, World War One, World War Two. Look at it now, Russia. Fighting against everybody. Germans are giving tanks, Australians, Americans, British are giving tanks to the Ukrainians to help them fight the war. We just have to wait and see, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Will Ukraine win the war? They could do. The Ukrainians are pushing the Russians back. Russians have lost their lives, Ukrainians. Some people can predict what happens. I mean, some people know what happens and they don't want to say anything. Are we heading for something we don't really know or like? But for me, I've always had that thing. What's it like to be in heaven? I mean, imagine going to sleep and going to heaven for a couple of hours and seeing what it's like, and your friends and family up there, if you've missed them, and they can show you around their friends up there. Is it like the earth? Do you eat? Do you sleep? Do you watch TV in heaven? Do you make friends? Do you have parties in heaven? I mean, is that just in hell? All these sort of questions and answers. I mean, is the earth? I mean, if you know, we feel like we're in heaven and hell on the earth. It sure isn't paradise. I mean, paradise could be anywhere where you want to go. Some people want to move away from all the violence and go to like a tropical island. Who knows, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But what would you do? Would you do the same things I do? Would you do things differently? Or would you just say life is how it is? It could be better. All these killings and stabbings and murders are happening. Innocent people dying. Is there people walking out there with like scream suits on, doing things, killing people, Freddy Krueger costumes? It probably in certain areas there probably is, and across the world, cannibal people eating people. We don't know what's underneath our noses. Sometimes we're too blind to see, or we don't want to know. But anyway, tell me what you guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, think about this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Give it a like, give it a comment, and share it with your friends, and tell me what you think. Are we in for a big surprise or a big journey? Is war coming? We've got to prepare in the UK. Or Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales. I'm just imagining it. Anyway, better go. Thank you for joining me. Take it easy, peace. See you next one.